Hey gang! So in this week's episode, I'll be teaching you how to get more air miles out of your wingtip eyeliner. Next, you want to just draw in your jet engines, like so. And we'll be digging into the question that's hot on everyone's lips, Wales. Is it a city or a continent? You decide. All in today's episode of Ready, Set, Jet. For those who don't know me, I'm Jamal, and unfortunately, I am not a beauty blogger. But I am the co-founder and head of brand and business development of WayFare, and I'm much more useful at that. Keep telling yourself that. Now, I know it's been a long time since you last heard from us, and you're absolutely right. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. I'm sorry. But we've been busy grinding and planning and setting everything up so that you can live your Oprah Winfrey best life, TM, around the globe. So here's a little bit about what's been going on in the background. Our founding team has grown from one lonely heart to 3, which is great when I want to split an Uber. But these guys are useful for other things, like Andy, our head of finance and partnerships, is as quick and slick with numbers as I am with words. So together, we're like one whole functioning adult. Nathan, our head of technology, is a wizard at making the most complex and disorienting elements of technology so simple, an American congressman could understand it. Let's see, what else? We're halfway through our accelerator program here at NatWest, which is one of the UK's largest banks. And many of you remember our humble soft launch a few months ago, which actually saw hundreds of people from dozens of countries around the world sign up to be the first people to use WayFare when it lands in the App Store. And I hope you won't be too jealous when I say this, but we've snuck a few people into this party to be our very first customers to trial our service and give us feedback and help us develop our plans. So yeah, like I said, we've been busy. The journey so far has been challenging and refreshing and surreal. For instance, I've had to come down off my high horse to buy a selfie stick to film this video. It's for the tripod functionality, I promise. Never mind all the sleepless nights and the hundreds of watered-down free cappuccinos from the office vending machine, and keeping it real, the occasional moments of self-doubt. What's consistently carried us through has been your overwhelming support and words of encouragement. Ultimately, this has been an immense labor of love. We know you want to travel more, and we believe travel and the exchange of culture and context that it brings is the cure to all the trash we've piled up as a generation sat behind our screens on social media. We also believe the cost of flights just to make that exchange happen shouldn't leave you suffering ramen noodles till payday. So we have no plans of slowing down until you can have your avocado toast and the South French coast. By now you all know our core premise is about making the process of paying for flights more affordable. But what we've not clued you up on is we are constantly questioning what happens after we've made flights more affordable. Questions like, what about group trips? What about all the frequent flyer miles you're going to start earning? How about your carbon footprint? What about our friends with disabilities whose main travel concern might not just be affordability, but accessibility? We've only just started mapping the answers to some of these questions, and we can't wait to share them with you, our community of Wayfarers, to get your feedback and help us shape these ideas so we can unleash them on the world. But first, we need money. Many of you close to us know that we've recently began searching for our first major investor. And since you all have believed in us like R. Kelly believes...
Come on, we talked about this.
What?
You can't say that.
No, yeah, but I know he's cancelled, but it's just a metaphor. Oh, guy. Anyway, since you all have believed in us like Hottie from Flavor of Love believed in that tired-ass weave, we thought it would be a shame to leave you behind like Kevin McAllister. So we're inviting you, our friends, family, and beloved Wayfarers, to be our very first investors. Now, admittedly, this wasn't always the plan. Our intention was to find our corporate sugar daddies first, and then let you all join in on the funding round after. But any good startup is about experimenting and learning quickly, and what we've quickly learned is that fundraising is gritty. Way more than what they show you on Dragon's Den and Shark Tank. Fundraising is time-consuming. It takes effort, patience, and ironically, it takes money. We've already started talking to a handful of investors, but it can be weeks or months before that materializes into a bed of money we can lay on and make cash angels. And contrary to popular belief, all money isn't good money. We believe so strongly in our vision and the principles that we want to guide this business, like relentless transparency and fairness, that we may have to be the one to turn around and tell investors, thank you, but no thank you. That may seem counterintuitive, but a bad investor can sink a business faster than no investor at all. That's why we're coming to you to help us crowdfund £10,000 to help us reach the next step in our journey. We know you're just as excited as us to see WayFare become a reality on your phone's home screen, and the quickest way for us to get there is through traction. Traction is some tangible measure that shows investors that you have a market and a business worth investing in. But really, traction is like the lube for all the money that is cemented in investors' wallets. That's why half the money raised will be used for filming and producing our first promotional video that you'll find way funnier and entertaining than this one. And admit it, you like this video. Stop playing. The rest will go to other promotional activities, sprucing up our website, funding a few more small trials with our first customers, one of which could be you, and to buy us some time out of our full-time jobs so that we can spend more time in WayFare. That's right. We've done all this and all three of us still work full-time jobs. The struggle's real. Our end goal is to get 100,000 people signed up for WayFare before it ever launches. How's that for traction? If that sounds lofty, consider that Dropbox's first promotional video got them 75,000 signups overnight. Before that, people didn't even understand why they needed something like Dropbox. Everyone understands why they need WayFare. They just haven't met us yet. So let's fix that. We're not doing this on a typical crowdfunding website because we think your hard-earned money deserves a lot more than a pat on the back. So we're partnering with our friends at Seed Legals to give you a much better deal. A huge deal. For being one of our first investors, you'll receive a 20% discount on shares in the company. We'll also skip you ahead of the queue when we launch, and we'll also throw some sexy WayFare merch your way as our way of saying thanks. And if you're a UK taxpayer, you'll be able to claim back 50% of your investment in tax relief. God save the Queen, am I right? So, if you're ready to help us help you travel more, fill in the form next to this video or click the link in the description, and we'll get back to you with more info. Ready, set? Let's WayFare.